absolutely no sense at all.
Okay, well, I know I said that the last video was my last video of the night, but it got cut off, the battery died early, I only got about half the video done, I didn't get a chance to say my goodbye for the night, wrapping things up, and whatever. So I'm doing it again. I also got sick in the meantime, like I finished the video and had to go fucking throw up. Why? So I'm doing this again. Let's have another smoke.
Which at first was to bring balance to the force. He referred to the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the force. But then it was later changed to destined to destroy the Sith. Is he not to destroy the Sith and bring balance to the force? Which makes a little more sense, I guess, because eventually Anakin does destroy the Sith by throwing poor Palpatine down a mine shaft. But that was a prophecy? Well, that was told up about 100 years ago. By who? Where? The prophecy is that Anakin will bring balance to the force and destroy the Sith. He becomes Darth Vader. Darth Vader does become the hero. Darth Vader does destroy the Sith, meaning himself and the Emperor. Does that sound stupid to anyone else other than me? Is this real? Is this on? How about a prophecy that some guy was going to blow up their first Death Star? I'm just going to take a wild guess here and say that all those spin-offs and books and magazines and cartoon shows and whatever, they are Sith Lords beyond Palpatine, right? I mean, all you need are just some midichlorians and a lust for power to learn the ways of the dark side, right? So does the prophecy really make any sense? But then Anakin gets his ass kicked by Obi-Wan, causing him to be severely handicapped inside a robot suit where he can't breathe without the aid of a respirator. So really, all that for what? Scene where he kills some children and a bunch of helpless cartoon characters? Very generally speaking, you could have done these prequels in two ways to make them not totally suck. One, make Anakin a smaller part of a larger story. Have Anakin just be like a respected noble Jedi Knight, maybe even like a family man. Then have the dark side at the end seduce him and he does a bunch of bad things. Or two, make a character story that focuses almost entirely on Anakin's rise and fall, which is what they did. The problem is that Lucas doesn't seem to know how to write a character like Anakin in that way. The whole character arc with Anakin just dealt with him getting more and more pissed off because he didn't have enough power to fix all the bad things in his life. Specifically, people dying. It's a good thing Padme fell in love with him, or else he'd be saying, I will someday have the power to make people love me. Anakin can't deal with loss and seeks out the dark side. Got it. Do we need to set that up over 3 films?
You're not all powerful.
Well, I should be. I want more. But I know I shouldn't. His personal weakness is fine, but the huge missing ingredient is that you've got to know Anakin as a person. I don't gotta go through this again, do I? The tragedy element actually comes from caring about a character, or at the very least relating to him. We as an audience don't care at all about Anakin. The biggest missed opportunity in the whole trilogy is that we never got to see any of Anakin's training. It's always just assumed that he was trained at some point we don't see. Sure, Obi-Wan says a couple things here and there, but it's something extensive where we as an audience can actually learn more about the Jedi ways and understand what the fuck they are. When we see Luke training with Yoda, he's asking questions.
Is the dark side stronger?
No. He's learning things, making decisions. Yoda is teaching him, and we are learning. We learn about Luke. How he thinks, how he responds to things.
We'll never get it out now.
Some of the more famous Star Wars moments come from this period of Jedi training.
Do or do not. There is no try.
We are never shown the most important character development moments in a film that's almost exclusively about a character. All we do is learn about why he's angry. I know why I'm angry. However, as poorly set up as Anakin's sudden turn to the dark side was, there is one redeeming quality here. There was some kind of temptation involved. As much as I love the ending confrontation in Jedi, the Emperor's approach always bothered me. It was because there was never really anything to tempt Luke other than just a vague threat, and the notion that the more hate you have, the more powerful you can become. Luke never really sought power, and there was nothing really for him there. All he really just had to say thinks to himself, what should the bad man say now? Should it be a code word like
Begin Operation Hot Zone Q.
No, that sounds stupid. What about a number? What's like an evil-sounding number? 1666? No, that's too obvious. How about just execute Order 6?
Execute Order 6.
No, that's too simple. It makes it sound like they don't get that many orders to begin with. What about Order 66?
Execute Order 66.
Okay, that works. Let's move on. Number 11, the language of cinema. Now, if you'll permit me, I'd like to compare Revenge of the Sith with what is widely considered to be one of the greatest motion pictures ever made, Citizen Kane. Is that fair? Nope. You see, there are many levels of irony here, too many to think about, but in short, you got two directors that both have total control over their film. Wells used special effects to extensively tell a story, and Lucas used a story to extensively tell special effects. Now, we know that Citizen Kane is really about William Randolph Hearst, but in his own way, Lucas kind of became his own Charles Foster Kane, going from an idealistic young filmmaker wanting to rebel against the system to becoming the system, and a bit of a weird recluse himself. And whether Lucas realized the personal irony or not, I think he tried to make Anakin Skywalker into his own Charles Foster Kane, and maybe what he thought would be his own film masterpiece. Everyone just always says Lucas is just a horrible commercial sellout that just made these movies to sell toys and make shitloads of money. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and explore this. So let's call this Citizen Vader, shall we? So you got a boy who was taken from his home and his mother at a young age.
You going, Mom? What about Mom?
And away from a bad environment, slavery, and an abusive father. Eventually he becomes an idealistic young man with a set of principles. You got the Jedi Code and the Declaration of Principles. Then slowly each character is consumed and ultimately destroyed by their own arrogance and lust for power and control, and a fear of losing the ones that they love. A fall from grace, if you will. We even have a necklace sled theme going on at the end here. It's a classic tale, really, but it just doesn't work with Anakin because the character doesn't feel like a real person because it's written so horribly. The fact is that this script feels rushed and not thought out, probably because it was rushed and not thought out.
Yeah, they're already building sets. God, I'm gonna have to start this script pretty soon.
Also, Lucas is notorious for not being an actor's director.
I will not betray the Republic. You know, my loyalties. So you're trying, but it's every written a movie can rewrite the same thing you talk to me.
1 minute left. It's bedtime. I just want to say my final goodbyes. Elizabeth, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. I had so much fun today. The chicken sandwich was delicious, and you helping me do my laundry meant more to me than I think you understand. I love you so much, and thank you. I think about you all the time. Okay, that's about it. I probably have 20 or so seconds left. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Okay, now I have 30 seconds left.
The action seems to be animated in any way possible. There's a lot of good action in this movie, I guess. When you animate all sorts of shit, the camera can move around unrestricted and things generally move faster in a more visual way. These actions
Love you, Elizabeth. Good night.